Hey everybody, Kalma here with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about 10 Lolita lies. Now what I mean when I'm saying 10 Lolita lies is things that I discovered when I was first researching Lolita and discovering it again that aren't necessarily true and that most people would agree aren't true. So here's my list. Number 1 is white and black together is Ida. That is a lie because there are plenty of people who pull off black and white cords perfectly and beautifully. An example of a dress that's black and white is Ista Mori's Nameless Poem. That comes in a black and white combo and that is absolutely gorgeous and tons of people wear it and want it. So black and white is usually considered old school, but it's not always old school. It just depends on what style you're wearing, but it's definitely not Ida if you wear it correctly. But that also goes with any other outfit that you put together. I mean, you could do like a super recent print from like a big name brand or something and make it Ida if you don't, or Ida, if you don't cord it correctly. So black and white together, as long as it's corded correctly, is not Ida. Number 2, rectangle headdresses are Ida. Now this also goes back to the old school style of Lolita with the maxi pad headdresses, those big rectangular ones that kind of go across your head like this. They usually tie under your neck or they'll be on a headband so they don't need to tie under your neck, but those are considered Ida by a lot of newer people because it's kind of something they used to wear in old school Lolita and not many people wear it now. But there are big name brands like Baby the Stars Shine Bright that make rectangle headdresses on a fairly regular basis. And they're usually really nice. So rectangle headdresses by themselves are not Ida. It goes back to what I said before about cording it correctly. Number 3, if you don't own any brand, you're not a Lolita. That is a horrible, horrible, awful lie. There are tons of Lolitas who make their own clothes, who buy off brand, who go thrifting, who buy Taobao or any other indie brand. So you don't need big name brands like Angelic Pretty and Baby to be a Lolita. You can very easily be a Lolita with bodyline, handmade, whatever you want to wear, as long as it has that shape that Lolitas typically have. Number 4. You need to be a lifestyle Lolita or you're not a Lolita. Another one that is absolutely not true. You do not need to wear Lolita 24/7 and incorporate it into every aspect of your life to be considered a Lolita. All you have to do is wear the clothing. You could just wear it to conventions, you could just wear it to meetups, you could just wear it when you're doing your everyday tasks or whatever you're doing. You don't need to wear it and incorporate it into every aspect of your life to be considered a Lolita. Number 5, bodyline sucks. Now, I got into Lolita after bodyline stopped sucking. Like, they still have very questionable pieces on their website, but most of what they have nowadays is actually pretty well made. I have several pieces from Bodyline that are actually really amazing and really beautiful, and I wear on a fairly regular basis because I can throw them in the wash machine, which is a lot nicer than, you know, some of the big name brand stuff, because most of that stuff is too fragile to throw in the wash. You have to get it dry cleaned. That's a whole nother discussion, but Bodyline nowadays is much better than what I heard it used to be. You still have to kind of pay attention to what you're buying because there are still things that are very questionable and not very good quality, but for the most part, Bodyline is great nowadays. And if you are on a budget, feel free to buy Bodyline. Number 6, always cover your knees. Now this is a lie because, first of all, most big name brands nowadays don't make dresses long enough to actually cover your knees. And second of all, us tall Lolitas can never find dresses that cover our knees without them being like tea party lengths or whatever that length is called. You don't need to cover your knees to be a Lolita at all. Almost, actually every dress I own goes above my knees, and some of them go questionably close to my mid-thigh area and almost show my butt, some of them. The point is, you don't need to cover your knees to wear Lolita. It's totally fine if your knees are showing, and if people chastise you for that, they're just being an asshole. Number 7, you need to wear wigs, makeup, and circle lenses to be a Lolita and to wear the fashion. This is a horrible lie. On a regular, everyday basis, when I wear Lolita, I don't typically wear makeup because I don't really enjoy wearing makeup. I also don't typically wear wigs because they're just really too hot and kind of uncomfortable to me. And circle lenses I don't wear because I have a weird curvature to my eyes, so I have to get special lenses, and that's just a pain. But those are just my reasons I don't wear them. There's plenty of other reasons you don't need to wear them, but there's plenty of people who never wear wigs, plenty of people who never wear makeup, and plenty of people who never wear circle lenses that are Lolitas. You don't need to wear any of those if you don't want to. You can use your normal hair, you can use your normal eyes, and you don't have to wear any makeup if you don't want to. You're still a Lolita. Number 8, you need to wear bloomers. Now, this kind of depends on the person you are, because I have a friend who doesn't typically wear anything, even under short skirts, but that's just because she doesn't really care. So if you don't want to wear bloomers, you totally don't have to. If you're okay with people occasionally seeing your underwear or the possibility of someone seeing your underwear, then you don't need to wear bloomers. And if you want to wear something underneath, like I typically do, you also don't need to wear bloomers. You could just wear bike shorts, pajama shorts, anything to just cover your underwear. It doesn't have to be bloomers because they're not exactly comfortable. Number 9, you cannot wear black lipstick with Lolita. That is another awful lie because you can wear whatever you want with Lolita. Alice, for example, wears black lipstick almost all the time when she wears Lolita. And that's her choice. She wants to wear black lipstick and it looks amazing with all of her outfits. It is considered more old school, yes, but if you want to wear black lipstick, go ahead and wear black lipstick. You don't need to not wear black lipstick if you wear Lolita. Last but not least, the big brands are the only brands. Now that is a terrible lie. And when I say big brands, I mean Angelic Pretty, Innocent World, Baby the Star Shine Bright, Alice and the Pirates, Metamorphose, those brands. Those are considered the big brands. Now, you don't need to only own those pieces, and they're not the only brands. Bodyline is a brand. Kids Yo-Yo is a brand. Infanta is a brand. All those indie brands and Taobao brands and whatnot are also brands. It's not just the big main ones. Yes, they're the most expensive, and yes, they're probably around the highest quality you can get, but there's also Taobao brands that make beautiful, amazing, high quality clothing. Bodyline, you can't really get that from Bodyline, but Bodyline is also a brand. They make pretty decent clothing. So you don't have to only wear the big brands, and they're not the only brands out there that you can buy from and wear. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something if you're just getting into Lolita, or if you've been in Lolita for a while and you believed any of these, and you might still believe them, I'm not sure, but I hope I helped convince some people that those are all lies and you don't need to do those or listen to those if you don't want to. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did, and thanks for watching. Bye guys!